Me, Kiki Palmer, and I am thrilled to get to share with you my new book, Master of Me. What is Master of Me about? Okay, we're about to get into that. Throughout my life, I've been told to stay in my lane. You're good at this. Why are you trying to do that as well? And I know many other people have found themselves facing the same thing. And that's why I want to share with you and the world how you can leverage your personal power into major power. What makes you you is your currency. That's your strength. Finding ways to diversify is only going to enhance your power. And when you harness your personal power and you take control, you become the master of your own destiny. They say to me, Jack of all trades, master of none. And I say, well, no, I'm the master of me.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm in Trill. If you like books, which are my favorite thing to discuss, if you like fashion and if you like vlogs, you are in the right place. Thank you so much for tuning in and let's get into this book discussion. So there has been a book that I have been anticipating on reviewing, and it is The Master of Me by the Kiki Palmer, aka Lauren. I have been waiting to get my hands on this book. I could not wait for this book to be presented to all of us, and that's what I'm going to do today. We are going to review this book. So, this is a spoiler alert. If you have not read or listened to the book, pause it here, come back, and see if you agree with what I'm saying. But let's get into the book. So, Master of Me is a memoir by Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer is 31 years old. She has a son by the name of Leo. She calls him, his real name is Leotis, and she grew up in Chicago. Kiki is the fourth child of three other siblings. She was raised in a household with a mom and dad. Her father was a deacon, and her mom was a teacher. And this was a very loving family. From what she's stating, they had really close relationships. She said that her and her mom has a very friendship type of relationship, which is nice. I think that, you have your friendship relationship and you're still a parent at the end of the day, which is nice because your kids then are able to talk to you. So I love that dynamic between them. She also states that her mom was into theater, which makes sense because she was very supportive of Kiki starting her journey into acting and theater, things like that. So it makes a lot of sense why she would be so supportive because she's also a lover of the theater. Kiki Palmer has played in several different movies, such as Nope, Akila the Bee, Joyful Noise, and Brotherly Love. She's also been in a few TV shows as well, just to name a few. It would be True Jackson VP and Scream Queens. I don't want to say Scream. Scream Queens. That's just to name a few. Kiki is a great actor. I think that she brings it when she gets on camera, and I think she is just a joy to watch a lot of the times, and I really enjoy her. Kiki Palmer also has a podcast, and I did not know this, but she was also developing a network. And network, when you say network, that seems like on a huge grand scale, and that's just phenomenal that she really had the passion and the drive and the want to do that. It's not far-fetched. I feel like she is that person where or wanting to do something like that would not be something I would not expect from her, because she is a girl who stays booked and busy, like she says. And I love it. I had no idea. No idea. Kiki is a woman who has multiple things going on in her life, far as within her career. And she states in the book, she believes that you can have more than one thing going on career wise. And even if that one thing feels like, or those several different things feel as though they're not reaching the success that you want them to, she says just hang in there. Eventually, it all will work out. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I really feel as though this is something that's speaking to those creative people, because when you are on platforms like YouTube or TikTok or whatever, you are driving to gain something. And at the end of the day, if you feel as though no one's listening, no one's watching, what are you doing it for? Kiki says here just to keep on doing it, it will eventually work out for you. And I love that she says that, because sometimes we need gentle reminders. So I'm going to give a trigger warning before I discuss any of this. These are the personal things that she has in her books that I felt was definitely um, a sign of strength. So I'm going to give a trigger warning before I talk about this. In the book, she does discuss SA and how she experienced SA as a young child, and just that she was able to kind of speak to that whole situation was a form of strength, I feel like. And it shows that she had been working on herself to be able to even discuss this with the world. And it takes a tremendous amount of strength to just speak about these different things that are a struggle and hurtful towards you, and just to be able to not worry or care about being judged after the fact of telling your story. So I commend her. I feel like this was a great testament of having strength, and good for her. Good for her, because not too many people can tell their story and be okay with it and just share. A lot of the times we work through our situations and we don't tell a soul. So I love that for her. Well, here was another part of the book where she showed strength, and it is in chapter 10. It is power dynamic. And within this chapter, she discusses how she went to a kickback, and there was a certain R&B star that was there who wanted her to be in a video while she was there. She said that drinking was involved and that she did not want to be in the video. And she spoke up for herself. She spoke up for herself and let him know that no, I do not want to be in this video. He kept trying to pursue her, even try to kiss her, and feeling as though that was going to make her feel as though he liked her, and then that would persuade her to be in the video, and she still didn't. And then it comes out to find out that he still puts her in the video, the disrespect. But it was so empowering just to hear how she stood up for herself, because she was rare. She was really young then. I think that she was like in her 20s. And could you imagine speaking up for yourself in your 20s? That's not something a lot of us do. And especially when you're in certain environments and you want to be in a cool state, I guess, and kind of maybe not be the person to bring down the party. So you want to really be in the moment and you don't want to ruin anything. And just to speak up and say you don't want to do this, where you probably have other people like, what? You don't want to be in this video? Like, what's wrong with you? And just to know that she didn't want to do it and she spoke up for herself is huge. It's just letting and giving encouragement to others to say you too can speak up for yourself if you find yourself in an uncomfortable position that you don't want to be in. She discusses a lot about finding your strength, right? And there was a point where she stated, it is okay if you do not want to walk in the shadows of those you care for. For your own survival, you can either break away or be present while they come to their own growth. And I like this. I like this just because it spoke to the nature of being in a place where um, you can care for someone and still love them from a distance, I think, in so many words. But a lot of the times we don't have the strength. And she was speaking to that, like you can absolutely do it and still love that person through it. So I love that. And I think that sometimes you need to hear that because we feel like we love, and we have to love and be and stick with that person through it all because they are family, or we do care deeply and strongly for them. You just don't leave a person when they're down. So nice reminder. Love that. In the book, she gives affirmations for Kiki, which is chapter 15. And she says the affirmations are for anyone who needs them. And I feel as though this is so needed in different memoirs because it gives a chance and an opportunity for us to find out who these people are and what they're working on or what they have worked on with these affirmations. Kinda? Are you following me? I don't know. Because I feel like affirmations are there for individuals to get through a minute, a day, a year, a week, a month, whatever it is, to let them and reassure them that they are enough and that what they are doing is what they need to be doing. What they are doing is what they need to be doing, and that they're doing the right thing, and don't give up on yourself. So it's showing growth. It's also, it speaks to sometimes what you're going through. If you may feel as though I'm not pretty enough, you say a certain affirmation to assure yourself that you are enough. You are enough for yourself to be presented to the world, whatever that might be. And I feel that those affirmations speaks to some certain people when they say them several different times a day or every day to make it through that struggle. So I love affirmations, just to say the least. I love affirmations. I love that she put that in her book. Um, just love it. I love affirmation. I'm going to talk about is chapter 17, which is called Leo. And this is the time where Kiki discusses how she wanted to come out about her pregnancy. She said that there had been so many speculations and people making comments on Instagram up under her pictures, alluding to, hey, girl, I know you're pregnant. You need to just come out and say so. And she said she just wanted it to be special and do it her way. And we all know her way was on SNL, where she presented her baby bump, and she talked about that in the book, which I thought was a beautiful. She also talked within that chapter of how she discussed postpartum and how she just has all the mommy worry like us normal people, and how she just wanted to make it through her pregnancy to the delivery table and deliver her baby. And I think that at the end of the day, that's human. That's something that all moms want to do. And first time moms, especially, even second time, third time, fourth time moms, we all just want a beautiful baby at the end, really a healthy baby at the end, to deliver a healthy baby at the end, no complications, things like that. So she was just speaking to that truth. And I love that chapter. That chapter was really sweet to me. It spoke to women in general, and I really do believe someone could definitely connect with that. I did, and I've been a mother for years, and I'm not a new mom to more than one child, so I connected with that because I know the joys of going through pregnancy and feeling as though you go through all these emotions and these roller coasters of emotions, and just being able to sit with that and process that is a lot without people trying to judge you. So, what did I think about the book? I thought the book was a great memoir, more so on the scale of empowerment and self help and improvement books. Um, I thought that she shared just what she wanted to share in the book. she didn't really exceed too much and what she felt comfortable with. I would have really enjoyed, I felt like, to hear more about who Kiki is, who Kiki is, um, who was she growing up, things of that sort. Somewhat of like how Michelle Obama did, and she told about her upbringing in her book. I would like to have heard a little bit more about Kiki's upbringing, and I know that might be to her like a little invasive because we know that it's not that easy to discuss what we've been through or different with different family members involved because clearance have to be done. You have to get their okay to be able to speak about different things. So maybe that's why she didn't. She did leave out certain names of certain people in the book when it came to altercations or just relationships that she wanted to apologize for and say she was sorry basically in the book. She left out names, and I think that was just protection of people and just not having unwanted beef where it doesn't need to be. So I get that. I would definitely say again, this was to me um, sort of a memoir and more so on self help and self improvement. She gave tips on finances, she gave advice on how to love yourself, which really is what the book was entailed for. How she loves on herself and she's loving herself, and just motherhood, how to be a strong person living in your own truth. So she gave a lot of tips in there when it in regards to those things, and it was really just tips and things that you can possibly live out to live a better life and be a better you. So I enjoyed it. Um, let me know what you guys thought of the book. Leave a comment and tell me if you've read the book or you're anticipating on reading it. And I would love to hear because I love to hear what you have to say because it is so refreshing just to hear other people's point of views. Um, I enjoy it. So please leave a comment, please subscribe, please like the video, turn on your notifications so you do not miss an upload, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.